So Trisha and I were just at a farm-to-table dinner, getting ready to have a nice evening together, and my staff on the ranch let me know that Angel and Gretchen are both, one of them's pushing, I didn't get which one, but they're first-time does, and that means I need to be there, no questions asked. These young does having kids the first time can be kind of difficult sometimes, and so yeah, I just picked up from the table, headed that way. It's like a 25-minute drive, maybe a chance that it's all over by the time I get there, but I'm just not willing to run the risk of these guys not having the help they need. And so we'll see what I show up to. Hopefully things are going well, and yeah, we'll see. All right, so I made it home from the farm to table. Luckily, I broke land speed records and didn't get a ticket. But looks like she's presenting normally. I haven't entered in her at all. Hi, sweetie. But we're just going to let her progress on her own. She's a first-time doe, and that looks like a decent-sized baby, so we'll not distract her. And quit licking me, honey. Quit licking me. You just concentrate on what you're doing. Good girl. So, you know, with these first-time does, you know, your biggest concern is that they're going to have one baby. And if they only have one baby, they get more nutrition and they get big. And so it looks like it's presenting right, but I haven't entered to see if I have a head. So I think I'll go scrub up. Well, I'm just going to go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to go scrub up real quick, make sure I got a head up there. And she is progressing though, and she's just been pushing for a little while. Licky, licky, licky. All right, honey. All right, so I'm gonna go wash up real quick, and then I'm gonna check and make sure that everything's positioned. So when I'm doing this, what I'm gonna do, if she's positioned properly, remember it's nose and toes. So she's kind of pulled back in a little bit, and what I'm gonna try to do is to feel and see if that head is right over the top, make sure we don't have a head back position. And this is also gonna kind of promote contractions. Wow, she's really small in there. Let me see if I can get this foot a little bit out of the way so I can get in there. He's alive. I can feel him tugging on my foot or on my hand. And they'll do that. All right, there's the other hoof. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna help her to continue to create progress. Come here, honey. Good girl. We're gonna help her to continue to create progress just by, wow, it's a big cream colored guy. Yeah. All right, so I'm not tugging and pulling. I'm just gonna go in and see kind of what she's got going here and see if I have a head. Good girl, good girl. There we go. So I'm just, yep, I feel a head, so good. We're presenting properly, so I'm just gonna help her continue. You can. Okay. So I'm just going to help her continue to create progress by not letting the baby go back in. Good girl, Angel. Good girl, sweetie. I know, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. And we're close. The nose is just good. This is a good push. Good girl. It's okay. So right now what's happening is the shoulders are still on the other side of the cervix. The head has come through. So our biggest point. So we're trying to use pushes and then not lose progress just by creating a little bit of tension. Again, I'm not going to be tugging and pulling and doing anything extreme with her at all. There, that's a good push. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. Yeah, head's just on the other side. I can see the tongue now. Oh, she's almost got it. So again, I'm not pulling, I'm just helping her to not lose progress. Okay, head. Good girl. Head's right here. Shoulders are coming through now. Good girl. Just helping her not lose progress. Good girl. Good girl. She's doing good. That's a good girl. Here he comes. He's gonna come spilling out here. Good girl. Yeah, this is the hardest part for him. Good girl. So I'm gonna now pull on one leg more than the other to help release that shoulder. So I'm just creating progress on the one. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Baby's fine. Everything's good. Okay, good. Good. So she's almost got those shoulders passed on her own. Okay. Yeah, and you can see I'm just not letting it slip back in. So every little inch she gets, I'm just helping her to keep that progress going. That's good. He's gonna come spilling out in just a second. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, here comes the head. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna need a towel. There's one right there. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Okay. Good girl. You're doing good. Almost got it. Baby is still in the sack and doing good. Not in the sack, I mean, but eyes not open. Oh, that's what it is. There we go. Okay. All right. Still in the sack, yes. Sack was over the head, not the legs. Hi, buddy. Good. Good boy. Here it comes. All right. A big lop ear. Come on, you. Yeah, let's get the last out. Come on, honey. All right. Yep. Get this face cleaned off for you, sweetie. Okay, keep her coming, hon. There we go. All right. Little creamy guy. Hi, you. Here we go, sweetie. Here we go. Yeah. Hi. Welcome to the world. Let's see what you are. Yeah. Good girl. You did good, sweetie. It's not a huge baby. It's a big baby, though. And boy. Woohoo! Yeah, little boy. The dairy farmers would be wishing for a girl, and I'm the pack goat guy, so I'm wishing for the boys. Yeah. Good. Girl, you did so good. It's like, what is that just came out of me?
Star on its head.
Mm-hmm. Cute little creamy one. Nice. Oh, it's so cool. Good job, Angel. You did good, sweetie. All right, so little debrief on her. Again, first-time doe. Always a little concerned with first-time does because they can have single kids that are really big. It's a pretty decent-sized kid, but he's not a monster. She gave birth to it pretty normally. The only assistance I really gave was making sure that she wasn't losing progress. And yeah, she did super good. Yeah, so I'm very happy with how that went. He looks nice and healthy and cute little guy. Hi, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, nice yawn, huh? Uh-huh, you did good. Keep licking. Look at those lop ears. So she's getting ready. This is the second baby coming out now. She's done a couple of pushes. I've only seen hooves, so we'll see what she's got coming and how the position is. But here comes number 2. Yeah, there she goes. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. There it is. Keep going. Oh, she's gonna get this one out completely on her own. Good girl. Good girl. Nice. Use this one for now. All right, little guy. Yeah. Hi. Dark one. Hi there, buddy. Welcome. You're gonna come out. There's the shoulder. Here it comes. Nice. Good girl. Good girl.
Another lop-eared.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Hi. Face is a little one. Well, I bet you a girl. No, little boy. A little boy with big balls. Little boy with big balls. Good girl. You did so good.
She said she's pretty sure that she is Patty's or Whispers.
Yeah, could be. What are these loppy ears? What are these loppy ears? Good girl. I'm just gonna get the big stuff off, honey. All right, umbilical severed good. Okay.
Cold and stormy night. You want another call?
Hi, you.
Look at that dark and then the light front.
Pretty.
That's cool.
That is cool. Another little peanut. All right, here you go, sweetie. Here you go. There you go. So number 2 was a boy and a smaller one. So luckily he came out pretty simple. She pushed him out herself. Looks like we got a placental weight coming out now. And I'm pretty sure she's done. We'll give her some time for sure. But welcome to the 2 new ones to the world. Woohoo, 2 little boys. Good job, Angel. You did so good for your first time. Super proud of you. Well, that's how it can go. This is, a real blessing with the first time kidder, and she did great. Luckily she had 2, so they were workable sizes, and everybody came out right, nose and toes, and that was just a textbook birth by a brand new little doe. So she did super good. Happy. So I raced home and broke some land speed records with my hazards on the freeway, but I'm back. So, but I was inspired by the fact that witnessing birth is one of the most miracle-oriented things we get to witness. And the things that go on in a body, transforming from being fed by the mother to then breathing oxygen and taking in milk in a short period of time and standing and all the other things that are literally miracles inspired right there in front of us. And I was driving on the way back, and what I think we lose out on is the miracle of the other end of that equation, which is death. And death is what feeds us all. There is no life without death. And we forget to have reverence for the animals that we consume. And I think it's something that is always been a bit of a mission of mine, is to point out, take a moment, just take a moment and think about the fact that I don't think an animal makes a sacrifice. I think an animal makes a contribution energetically. And when we get a chance to take in their energy, they're willing participants in that process, because they understand more than we do in that way. And I think that when we get a chance to, as small-time farmers and ranchers, and we get to lay our hands on both birth and death, one of the things, I have a large following online, and when I announced that I had made the decision with my coal does, so my does that were no longer viable for milk and birth, and they were the old girls, and what was I going to do with them? Because they weren't great table fare, and I thought, what's the best thing I can do? Well, we have livestock guardian dogs, and if I were to just say, I kill my old goats and I feed them to the dogs, that sounds pretty not very caring. But it's actually one of the most beautiful circles there is, because my dogs spend their whole lives protecting these goats. Every night, vigilant, barking, roaming the area, and what a beautiful contribution for that doe that spent her whole life being protected by that dog to then contribute her energy to the dog that did that for her. We've lost touch with the fact that animal death is the way we live, because we're all pulling open cellophane wrappers and we think a chicken magically shows up in a package. And that's one of the reasons that we have a chance to be in an environment like this, because we can support local, caring, loving, hands-on people who are facilitating death for our life, right? That's really what it is. So I just want to, So that would just be my goal for the night, is to take a moment. Take a moment. I spend a lot of time with people in the backcountry, and I have some really amazing friends. And one of my amazing friends is Callie Russell, who was on Alone, if you ever look her up. And she and I are in a documentary on the subject of death. It'll be in theaters in January, and then go through that whole process. And every time I've ate with Callie, whether it's at my house or in the woods, she always raises her bowl in reverence for the fact that that food is going to go into her body, and respect for the death that came to provide food for her sustenance. And I think if we took a little bit more time and thought, I think that energy would be that much more revered as we take it in, which is truly what's expected of us, and we've forgotten. So maybe I'm just a little reminder of that process, and I feel inspired because I just attended birth. But that little animal that I just helped to be born, its eventuality is to feed something else. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful.